the Marlins yesterday. They walk it off in grand fashion. Down 2 in the bottom of the ninth. Improbable? Yeah. Impossible? Certainly not. It sets up the rubber match today.
On the hill for the Marlins today is the 27-year-old from Santiago in the Dominican Republic, Edward Cabrera. Through 4 starts after starting the year a little bit later because of a blister issue on his right middle finger.
Butler, Rooker, and Blade to face the right-hander Edward Cabrera.
Against the Athletics as Butler sends one towards the gap in right center field. Running things down is Kyle Stowers, and there's one away.
Rooker, 250 overall, 9 homers, and 18 driven in.
And there's called strike 3 on Brent Rooker. 2 up and 2 down for Edward Cabrera this afternoon.
Rooker strikes out looking. I don't think he cared for it. It was a curveball, and Cabrera gets the benefit of that call. Here's J.J. Blade, the center fielder.
3-1 pitch hit in the air out to center field. Myers initially broke back. Now he drifts in, and he makes the catch. So 1-2-3 inning for Cabby, including a punch-out, and we go to the bottom of the first.
J.P. Sears on the bump today for the green and gold, looking to bounce back after yesterday's loss.
Shortstop Xavier Edwards. That one a ground ball past the dive of the third baseman Urshela into left for a base hit. That's a leadoff single for Xavier Edwards, and just like yesterday, he is on board to begin the Marlins offensive day.
Here is Augustine Ramirez. There goes Edwards, and a throw down to second base is not in time. Edwards with a stolen base. He had not stolen one coming into yesterday in about 2 weeks. Well, he's got consecutive steals in consecutive days.
That one a little ground ball over to second base. Arias has got it. Routine for him. His throw to first in time, but a productive ground out to the right side. That pushes Edwards to third base. It'll be Eric Wagaman hitting, and the A's infield comes in.
Swung on and missed. He got him. Gets him on the changeup. Great time for it. So Wagaman well out in front. He strikes out, 2 away in the first. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Connor Norby. It swung on and missed. He got him. Great job by J.P. Sears. He got him on the sweeper. Second strikeout for Sears. No runs, 1 hit, a man left. We're through an inning. A's and Marlins. Still no score.
Andujar did not see action in any of the first 2 games of this series against the Marlins. Went 4 for 8 in Texas with an RBI. Cabrera's 0-2 to Andujar. Defensive swing floated into right field. How many times have we seen that happen? Miguel Andujar implements his 2-strike approach, gets aboard with a leadoff single. It is just effortless from this guy. You go from one really good bat-to-ball guy to another. Jacob Wilson.
Wilson has walked in back-to-back games. This time going to go for the hit variety. That gets down in right field, and it is back-to-back knocks for the A's. 2 outs.
And then now Gio Urshela comes up.
And this is going to get down. Here comes an A's run. Coming home is Andujar. Jacob Wilson is getting the signal home from Eric Martins, and he's in safe. Gio Urshela rolling the dice. It's 2-0.
That's a big 2-out knock for Gio. That finds the alley in the Athletics, and Gio with a big 2-out knock.
And it's Johnny Pareda, the former Marlin himself.
Pareda, and he bangs one up the middle for a base hit. Here comes Urshela. Here comes a throw to the plate. Did they get him? Yeah! What a throw, what a catch, what a tag from Myers and Fortes to retire the side here in the second.
Fortes working up the third base line, made the catch on a slide, and then dove to his forehand to get the left leg of Urshela about 5 feet away from home plate.
2 down in the fourth. That'll bring up the third baseman, Connor Norby.
It is 0-2. That one, a line shot into left. That's down for a base hit. So Connor Norby sees one get through there. It's a 2-out single, and that snaps the stretch of 11 consecutive retired by the A's left-hander J.P. Sears.
Here's Stowers. Stowers flied out to Blade in center field in the second inning, 0 for 1.
That one off the end of the bat, a little spinner over to third base, and Urshela's going to pick it up and put it in his back pocket. Listen, he can hit homers. Sometimes he can get aboard with a swinging bunt. That was off the end of the bat, and the side spinner just died on the edge of the infield grass against the shift on the third base side.
Marlins need a big 2-out hit.
And here's Dane Myers swinging away, lines that towards the gap in right center field. This baby's going to roll all the way to the wall. Norby will score without a problem. Here comes Stowers. He's going to score, and we are tied at 2.
Dane Myers continues the hot hitting. He gets a fastball and he takes out changeup, that is, and he takes it the other way for his 3rd double on the season and collects RBIs 12 and 13. We've got a tie ball game.
We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's a 2-2 ball game. Ronnie Simon will lead things off against Sears.
Ground ball. Gio dives for it. Backhand by Jacob Wilson, and Kurtz connects on the other end. Left side of the infield, getting the job done.
Well, Gio sold the farm for it. He couldn't quite get to it, but Jacob Wilson able to come in on the back end, get a little backhand action. He slings it on over to Kurtz, and Nick Kurtz, big left-hander, doing a good job of stretching out off the bag. Little scoopage.
Somewhere in a galaxy far, far away, Johnny, the A's would be up by 20, but it's actually a 2-2 game. The A's have him on the corners with 2 outs, and now Nick Kurtz is coming up, but I think that'll be the end of the line for Edward Cabrera.
With 2 men out and runners at the corners in a 2-2 game in the top of the 6th, Anthony Veneziano comes into the ballgame. It's Nick Kurtz, the lefty hitting first baseman, and he will see a new arm into the ballgame for the Marlins. 2 men out, 1-2. That one a called third strike. A slider dotted on the lower outside edge. And Veneziano comes on to do a job. And he did just that.
We go to the top half of the 9th inning. It's a 2-2 game as Jacob Wilson will face the new pitcher, Anthony Bender. Bender, the 5th pitcher of the game for the Marlins.
0-1 is hit out to short. Edwards has it. Quick trigger to first, and there's one away here in the 9th. Big out. I know that first out is always a big one, but they get a little bit more important the later you get into these ball games.
And here is Nick Kurtz, the first baseman.
Here's the 0-1 to Nick Kurtz. He puts this in the air to left field. Going over is Kyle Stowers. It's going to be a fair ball. Extra bases for Nick Kurtz. He's going all the way to third. Here's the throw in and sliding head first, safe. First major league extra base hit for a triple.
So that was slicing on Stowers, and he just overran it, and it went past him, went all the way to the wall. It's a 3-base hit for Kurtz. Now that go-ahead run, 90 feet away, and look who's coming up. It is Tyler Soderstrom as Bender delivers in the pitch. That swung smacked into center field for a base hit. Kurtz scores, and the A's take the lead 3-2. So Soderstrom off the bench comes through with the go-ahead RBI single, and the A's retake the lead here in the 9th inning.
You take the lead off the shoulders of Tyler Soderstrom, who does it again and again and again. His 25th RBI of the year is a big knock here in Miami.
Bottom of the 9th, it's a 3-2 ball game. The A's lead it. Tyler Ferguson will get the ball here for the Athletics, trying to close it out. Eric Wagaman is the hitter.
The first pitch popped up sky high, and it'll be Johnny Pareda making the first out.
There's Norby.
Ground ball. Jacob Wilson to Kurtz. Reaches up and gets Connor out.
Well, and you can see that clock speed up just enough for Jacob Wilson. He realizes that runner is booking it down the line. Norby by a step. 2 away here in the 9th inning. Marlins down to their final out, and here's the left fielder and last night's hero, yesterday's hero, Kyle Stowers. The 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and the A's have won it. The A's win the series. They go to 5-2 on the trip, and they find themselves 3 games over 500 at 19-60, and they are now 2.5 back of the Mariners in the West, and defeat the Miami Marlins by a final score of 3-2.